It's Lord Paragon here on the eve of Dragon Ball Genkidamatsuri, the biggest event in all of Dragon Ball, with all the news and reveals concerning all of Dragon Ball, not just the anime, but the games in particular, and in specific, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and the future of Xenoverse 2, Future Saga Chapter 4. Now, there's no secret, a lot of people did not like Future Saga Chapter 3. We all said the same thing. Great story, great side quest with the Chilai and Broly stuff, even though we should have gotten playable Chilai and playable base Broly. A lot of people don't even touch these two characters because they are not meta at all. But hey, it doesn't all have to be bleak. But I am going to be honest with you in this video. So if you just want fake news, if you want fake hype, if you want people gassing you up only for you to be disappointed with what's gonna come, go to these fake channels that are gonna do the little fake hype thing. I'm gonna tell you the truth because I feel like you guys value the truth more than someone lying to you. So what is Future Saga Chapter 4 going to consist of? Now, I think we all know that Future Saga Chapter 4 is going to be the culmination of Fu. It's going to be whatever he's been working up to bring up his master plan. You know, he's got this grand master plan. They've gone full heel on Fu and made him a villain. And now we're going to see the results of all that. But we already know what they're going to do. So we don't have any more Dragon Ball Super Broly for them to cover. Unless they go back and do the right thing and make Chilai playable and make base Broly playable. But like I'm talking about, like story-wise, they have nothing left with Dragon Ball Super Broly. If you've been paying attention to the DLCs, that's all they've really been doing for the past several years, is bouncing between, well, here we go with some Dragon Ball Super Broly stuff, some Tournament of Power stuff. Occasionally they might surprise you and throw in some Dragon Ball GT or Dragon Ball movie stuff, but it's mostly been them bouncing between Dragon Ball Super and the Broly stuff, right? And recently, they've been throwing in a new section of Dragon Ball that recently got revealed, and it is Dragon Ball Daima, right? So this is the main marquee character for the event. Now, we all know, or we should know, what they're about to do in this DLC pack, and that's why I said some of you might actually be disappointed, but I'm gonna be honest with you with what they're about to do. Okay, so we got the characters Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Okay, so what they are about to do with Future Saga Chapter 4, it is going to be a Daima pack, right? Not everyone's gonna like it. I know that a lot of people are gonna get ready to complain, but I'm gonna explain, right? So they gave us the characters of Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and Super Saiyan 4 Diamond Goku, right? But they did not give us a story behind the characters. Now, you know that sometimes, or most of the time, they'll release the characters first, and then inevitably, pretty much 100% of the time, is a pack or two after they get released that they do the actual story involvement with the characters. So it's about time for them to go ahead and do the Dragon Ball Daima story in the actual story mode of Xenoverse 2. So Fu, perfect story. Him going back to the demon world or demon realm. Dragon Ball Daima deals with the demon realm. So this pack is going to be pretty simple, pretty cut and dry. It is going to be King Goma. This is what they're gonna do. They're gonna give us regular Jiren size King Goma, and they're also gonna turn around and give us SS4 Diamond Goku Mini. Now, I know, again, I'm telling you, this is going to be two characters: Daima SS4 Mini Goku and Goma, King Goma, regular size King. Well, not regular size, but Jiren size King Goma. Then it's gonna be a raid with Giant Goma, Great Ape size Goma. That's gonna be the raid portion. But the whole story mode is gonna be Fu going back to the demon realm to take over from King Goma and use the evil third eye. That's what we're gonna be working up to. It's perfect. It makes perfect sense. That way you can get the moment of Goku going back to being regular size and fake transforming into this Goku to have the clash or the fight with King Goma and to have those moments, and that's how they're gonna do the send-off for Fu. They're gonna tie it perfectly into Dragon Ball Daima, and that's gonna be the last that we see of Fu. But from a content perspective and from a gamer perspective, I feel like that DLC is gonna suck. Like, the character King Goma could be a fun character, and I have no doubt that SS4 Mini Goku is gonna be a fun character. But when I look at those being the only characters we're getting, I just don't like it. I'm tired of 2 DLC character packs. I'm tired of like one saga DLC packs where there's GT, Super, Daima, OG Dragon Ball, the movies. I'm tired of like one saga DLC packs. Like, I understand one is gonna be like the main selling point, but you gotta mix it up. But they're not gonna do that. Like, I want Kale Berserk right now. I want base Kefla right now. Base Caulifla right now. But what they're gonna do King Goma. They won't even do Dr. Aritsu right now. That's what's really irking me, right? Imagine if they just screwed us all over and said, no, you're getting a third character. We're gonna throw Pansy in like Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. But bro, if we got Pansy and not Dr. Aritsu. But no, that's what they're gonna do. King Goma, mark my words, King Goma and SS4 Mini Daima Goku. And they're gonna tie Fu into it. Maybe he'll get a new form or a new slot or a new character. So technically it's 3 characters, but you really know it isn't. And they're gonna phone it in. And that's gonna be the big trailer reveal. They're gonna do the Dragon Ball Daima recital. You know, they have to do the recital. They have to do the recital of Dragon Ball Daima because that's the major character that's promoting the event. So the other games, I don't know, like Dragon Ball Fighters is supposed to be getting Dragon Ball Daima SS4 Goku. That's what they're supposed to be getting. So it only makes sense for Xenoverse 2 to fall in line and go in tandem with Fighters and the overall event and have something pertaining to this character. So they'll have the CGI cutscene of him doing the Kamehameha and it'll look cool and everything. But it's like, I do but don't care about that. I care about what I'm going to be playing day to day because nobody plays these characters. You did not give us enough content in the last DLC pack. Like, that's the major complaint about that DLC. It's like, you could have given us like 5 or 6 characters of which we would still be playing right now, but you just gave us these 2 and they're not exciting at all. Like, the story mode was exciting for these characters. The implications were exciting, but like the actual content, the actual like gameplay of the characters were just underwhelming to say the least. You know it's underwhelming when people are not trying to cheese these characters online. I see more of this guy right here than I ever will of these 2 characters. That's sad, that's tragic. But again, that's what Dragon Ball Genkidamatsuri is gonna have for Xenoverse 2. Bank on it. It is without a shadow of a doubt. Mark my words, it is going to be Dragon Ball Daima related. Purely Dragon Ball Daima. As much as I want Kale Berserk, as much as I want them to do more Tournament of Power characters, because there's plenty of Tournament of Power characters. You're talking about Gods of Destructions, Angels, some interesting tournament fighters that we still don't have that could feed us for generations. It's still a quote from Sparking Zero, but they're gonna go in with Daima. And Daima, the only thing I care about is Dr. Aritsu. I don't care about Ku, don't care about Du. Goma, if you were to sneak him in with a Aritsu, I'd be like, okay, whatever. You know, SS4 Mini Goku, I'm not bothered. Go ahead, add him or whatever. But I'm, you know, it's just like Super has more to offer. The movies have more to offer. We haven't even talked about Dragon Ball GT, what they could give us, the movies, whatever. But nah, that is what you're getting. I'm ending all the superstitions and mysteries that people are gonna try to hype you over for the next couple of days. It's gonna be Daima related. It's gonna be Fu related. And Fu, they might cheap us out and try to do a 3rd character Fu when it's really not gonna warrant him having another character slot. and it's gonna be King Goma, basically just Jiren size King Goma, and mini SS4 Goku. That's gonna be it. That is what this DLC pack is going to be. So let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Flawless Federation. Of course, I have been your perfect being, the end game of all games, because you might beat the game, but nobody ever beats the end game of all games, perfection and natural selection. I will see you guys in the next video, and I will see you guys at Genkidamatsuri. Peace.